In this video, I am going to be showing one of the pairings from the new 2026 Spring Mary Kay Lookbook. I'm going to be doing this top one with the Radiant Bronze, Shiny Penny, Hazelnut, and Biscotti, but I'm going to add a color. So this is the Radiant Bronze color stick. And then I've also added, this color. This is Moonstone, Biscotti, Hazelnut, and Shiny Penny. And notice I've already got my brows done. And I've already put the concealer on, and I've put it all the way down. Because I'm not going to use this like I did the other videos. I'm not going to put this directly on my lid. I'm going to just do the rest of the eye look first. I'm going to start with the all-over brush and the Biscotti. Put that at the top. This is very similar to the Blossom color, except Blossom has like a little bit of more of a pinkish cast. But this kind of still does too. Okay, and then I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to go into the Shiny Penny. Put that on my lid. And make sure I get plenty of that. Although it's not going to, I'm going to cover up the part on the outside corner with the Radiant Bronze, so I'm not worried about that. Make sure I get plenty on the inside. Okay. And the pairings in the lookbook don't say. First of all, they're just telling you what colors look good with the color sticks. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to use all the colors in one look. And also it doesn't tell you what color to put where. So that is up for creative interpretation. This is just what I came up with. Okay, so that's good enough for that for right now. Might add more later, depending on how the other part goes. And then I'm going to take my, I need a new brush. It's kind of sprattled out. I'm just getting color out from maybe the last time. And then I'm going to go into the Hazelnut, which is actually kind of lighter. It's a lighter color than Shiny Penny, but it is a good highlight color. Well, not highlight color, like a crease color. And I'm just doing this in here. It looks better in the mirror than it does on camera. Even though I don't think it looks bad. The good news is that all of these colors that I'm using, with the exception of when I get to the lip gloss, they're all regular line. None of these are limited edition. So hopefully if you're watching this video later, you'll at least be able to do the eye look. Okay, now I'm going to take this and put it in the outer corners of my eyes. You got to work fast. I'm going to go ahead and have my blending brush handy. This is something, when I did this for the first time the other day, the thing that I didn't do was I didn't blend. You got to blend as soon as you put this stuff on. And if you're wondering what this is some of the charcoal mask. I got it on myself when I did the mask the other day. So I'm just going to put some right here. And here. And make sure it shows because my eyes are hooded. So I could put it in the corner and then open my eyes and it disappears. That's probably enough. Now I'm going to blend that along with the rest of the colors I put down. Like I said, you want to do it now, because if you try to blend it after you've done everything else, it won't work. And a little bit down there, I'll get that up later. So this part, what I'm doing here, I'm going to have to go back and do more. Because when I open my eye, that line disappears. But I can build that up. When this color stick is brand new, it will have an edge. And then it will be easier to do this with the edge. But mine's all worn down from using it on my lid. Alright, I'm going to blend that right away. I feel like I got some of the dark over here in the corner. I may have gotten some dark up here too. I'll go over that again with the biscotti. If it's too bad, you can do the eye makeup remover, but I don't want to have to do that. I'll just leave it. It'll probably be okay. This will look better when we put everything together. So I'm going to clean up a little bit around here and do the rest of my face, and then I'll come back to do the other part of the eye look. Okay, so I've finished the under eye corrector and the foundation. Now I am going to use the smudger tool and go into the Moonstone and do the highlight color right here. And in the inner corners. Now you can, if you want to, make it go up like this a little bit. And then I'll blend it again. But the reason I blended it before, again, instead of waiting until I got to this part, was because that color stick was gonna not be blendable anymore if I waited. Alright, so I'll blend again. And then for blush, I don't know. I'm thinking this is going to be the last of my wintry looks for the year, I think. So I might do the Wineberry. So I'm just going to go into just one little tap with the cheek brush, because this color could be kind of dark. That's probably enough. Just keep kind of smearing it around. Maybe a little more. And you could also blend it with another blush color if you want. But you have to find what you like the best. And as a consultant, I can own like all the colors and everything. But I understand that you have to pick the one that you like, and that's the one you wear all the time. I'm also going to do this highlight right here. This is the, it's called Glazed, and it is the one of the two highlight colors that we have. I'm going to use this, like the tall part of the brush, I'm just going to like dip the front edge of it into this. And I'm being very careful not to get it in that color next to it, which I have done before. I don't know if you saw, I think, did I do this on camera? It was a Halloween look, maybe? Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe that was the joke. I don't remember. But I got this also in some purple, like in the Merlot. And when I swiped it, this like purple went on. And it looked like it would be an interesting contour color for like a Halloween look. Now, I'm going to look and see if the shiny penny is showing enough, because of doing all this over here, and it might have kind of covered that up, especially on this eyelid when I don't have as much of that eyelid showing. So I'm going to just take this brush and I'm going to dip in just on the edge of the brush into the shiny penny and go over my lid right here. Just a little bit. Okay. I'll do that on this side too. All right, there. I think that looks better. All right, so that is all for this part of the video. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. Well, I can do that off camera. So I'm going to finish my brows and my mascara, and then I will come back and finish the video in the car to show you the lip look. Okay, so this is what the final look looks like before lipstick. So for lipstick, because I'm going to church, I'm going to put on this lip liner in Pink Nude. There might be a better color, but this is the one I have. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I want my lipstick to stay on. In fact, it doesn't even really matter if this is the right color. So I'm not only going to outline my lips, but also fill them in. That color by itself looks pretty good with this, I think. So then I'm going to do Hushed Blush. And then, this is the new part. This is one of the new lip glosses. It looks brown, but it's not. This is the Rose Noir. I believe. I can't read the tube. Hold on. I'm trying to get this unscrewed. Look at that. Isn't that such a pretty color? I've got a little bit outside the line right there. But anyway, this is the finished look. I will do a selfie later. I kind of already have one for when I tried this the other day, but that is the finished look. So if you like this video and you want to see more like this, then like and subscribe.